everybody, it's Jonathan Golden, and today we are going to drive the Porsche GT3 to work, and I'm going to tell you guys what it's like to daily drive this car for me. So come on, take a look, come follow along, join me for the day at work. I'm going to be visiting a lot of real estate offices and lender offices, so a lot of start and stopping, but I'll show you what it's like to drive the GT3. Ready with some car socks, yep, ready to go. Good to go. Got my lunch here, my laptop, or my iPad. Now we're gonna set up, I'm gonna put a camera here so I can talk to you guys over there. Alright, so here's my setup for today's video. I'm ready to go. Hey guys, so we're loading up. You guys missed the startup, sorry about that. Put the exhaust button on, front axle lift, I'm getting out of my garage, and let's get it going. Red cable to match with the red seat belts. All right, let's get it going. The whole setup process when I gotta get my sunglasses too. When I switch cars, it's always a pain setting up. Once I'm all set up, ready to go, we're golden. All right, here we go. All right, we're ready to go. What I love about the Porsche GT3 when you're daily driving it, one of the cool features is the garage door button. You can link up to your garage door, so that's pretty handy. My wife's new car, she just got a Chevy Volt, and it's a little scary getting out of here. And that car doesn't have the garage button to sync up to the garage. That's one of the perks of the Porsche. And then the front lift just went down. Made that little noise, and a lot of people were saying, because I left my car, whoa, it's a bit bumpy. Take the suspension off. So I left the car for a period of time, maybe a week, with the front axle lift up, and then when I pressed it to go down, it didn't make that normal air sound when it drops, so I was a little concerned, but maybe the air kind of leaks out, or if you hold it up for the front axle lift over a period of time. So someone commented you're not supposed to leave that up, which makes sense. I mean, I kind of agree with that. I mean, if it's parked, I have to read up on it, of course. If it's parked and it's got the air in it, or however the system works, it can't be good for the car. So what I've been doing now is lowering the car when I'm parked, and then when I go to a driveway or something, and then I'll hit it, and then I'll drop it immediately, so don't drive with it or park with that front axle lift up. And now it reverted back to making the psh noise, whatever the noise that may be called. Car's almost warmed up here, and then we're gonna get on the freeway, go to my first stop in Santa Clarita. That's where I'm heading today. So if you guys want to meet up on the weekends, do some canyon runs, comment down below. I'll try to make some time to do a couple canyon runs for you guys. That's where the car kind of belongs, not really daily driving in this start and stop routine. It's nice. It's nice to get the car out and show a couple people, a couple of my friends that are clients. They found out about the car, but they don't know I'm bringing it today, so I might give them a little test drive. But what is it like to daily drive this car? So far, pretty good. I'm enjoying it. The on-ramps is where we can get a little wild here. Drop it to third, second. Tires are cold. Slow down. That was fun. I can't do that in the Kia or the Volt. But now we cruise. On ramps, off ramps, you kind of gas it a little bit. After that, you don't want to get pulled over, so you just sit back and enjoy the ride. Alright, so we're back. I just got off the phone with the client, and there is a bit of road noise. We'll take the exhaust off too. There is a bit of road noise, as you can hear probably in the mic. I don't have like a lapel mic. I have a road mic on the camera. Hopefully the quality is pretty good for you guys. Let me know. And the call went okay as far as the sound quality and everything, but it is a bit noisier than when I'm in my Volt or my Kia. But I kind of want to get one of these things right next to me. It's a Tesla. Oh, Grandma just gassed it past me. But yeah, it is a bit noisy when you take phone calls. That's a little downside if you're driving a lot, and then, especially the freeway, and then you get a phone call, like a business call, you kind of really want to pay attention and hear everything. I heard everything fine, but it would be nicer if it was a little quieter in here as far as a daily driver. Maybe like a 911 Carrera or a turbo would be a little bit more quiet. This is more raw. My friend is telling me he hasn't got a turbo, and he said this car is a little bit more raw, lighter, and you hear noises and everything. This is pretty much a legal race car, but I love it. That's why I chose this thing. I'm a race car fanatic. And I saw one of the comments down below that I should do this video. So if you guys have any video suggestions on what you want me to talk about the car, or any video ideas, just send me a direct message on Instagram or comment down below on the video, and I'll go ahead and I'll attempt to make that video if I think it's a good idea and a lot of people are talking about it. So, and also be sure to give this video up. There's a piece of tire in the road. Gotta pay attention. So be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more Porsche Gt3 videos. We're gonna count the start and stops. That was one start. We'll see about the other stop. We'll do starts and stops. So one start, we're going to our next stop, and then we'll do another start. So I'm predicting, I'm going to go with 15 to 20 start and stops today. And I'm going to predict we have half a tank of gas. That's going to be gone, because I'm going to drive about 100 miles today, and my estimated gas left is 156 miles. Going about 65. No. There is a tunnel, and we're going to do it. Yep. We did it. Because you know why? Tunnel time. Traction control kicked in there. Thank you. I love the PDK. I don't think I could do the manual in this car. The PDK just instantly. Ba. And then cool thing about the PDK, automatic. When you're done racing around town, there's a sheriff. Highway patrol. Good thing he's going the other way. All right, coast is clear. So a couple other things about this car I'm noticing, you know, daily driving it. It doesn't have the sensors, the mirror sensors, where you can see, or it senses people next to you. I miss that in the Kia. I mean, it makes you a worse driver, I think, because you're not really paying attention or relying on the technology. So this car is like really, you know, you have to pay attention in it for sure. So right now we have to do the lift. And we're up. So you have to pay attention in this thing. And it doesn't have the front and rear sensors, so I'm gonna park like a complete idiot. I already know it, because I can't see the front to save my life, or the rear, so I don't know how far back. So those are the things, and I don't have a backup camera, so I missed those features on the Kia. I'm doing a pretty good job though. I'm just gonna guess. That's it. Oh, I see the reflection of the car. Hold on. Now we're good. Second start. On the way to the second stop. Gonna angle out really sick with it. The next stop is literally 0.1 miles away. 3 wheels. Oh, there we go. And we're here. Alright. Oh, 3 wheels again. I gotta get that on camera. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna park here. There's no cars next to me. That's a plus. I think we're good. And then we're gonna drop it. Boom. Third start. Third stop coming up. And what I've also noticed about this car, driving it to meetings, I'm getting there on time, and I'm getting there quicker, so I'm actually saving time. I'm liking this, I really do. And right now the average mile per gallon I'm getting is 17.5, so I'm kind of going off and on, you know, the gas. I'm not driving 100% conservative, but I've seen it up to, I think, 21 on the freeway, which is pretty good. But right now in the city, we're just driving streets, I'm getting about 17.6. Not bad. I mean, could be worse. I think Lambos are like 8 or 9 miles a gallon. Ferraris, something around there. Squeaky brakes, because it's a race car. We'll do a poll for the subscribers and the fans out there. I know you guys want to hear the car. I certainly do. Beautiful sunny day in California. On my way to my next meeting. Let's go. The sound. I think that's what made me buy this car. And it looks amazing. Alright, tone it down. Tone it down, Jonathan. You're done. Switch it over to automatic and just cruise now. Another red light, unfortunately. Hey! Alrighty. Woo! Number 4. Let's get it going. Alright, I got an appointment coming up in a few minutes here. Plug in my charger. I'm on the phone constantly, so I'm just gonna get GPS directions here. Check my email. So dehydrated. I need to drink more water. So I'm on my way. What I like to do is multitask to my next appointment. So I like to multitask. I got my lunch here, got a cheese stick and almonds. I wouldn't eat in the car, but got a multitask here. These snacks are pretty easy. I shouldn't leave any crumbs with these things. So Let's recharge. All right, guys, welcome back. We just had our meeting. Success. Got another client on board with me, Stewart Title, Jonathan Golden. If you're a realtor or lender, call me. I'll blow up your business. Expand it online. Bring it to YouTube. Give you a ride in my car. You can't drive this car slow. I'm actually by where Paul Walker crashed. Well, he didn't crash, but the driver, I forget the name of the driver. They crashed just right around this office I visited, Home Smart in Santa Clarita. Rest in peace, Paul. So far, the GT3 has been pretty practical. I got a couple of my bags up front with my laptop in the front area, front trunk. We got my lunchbox here, and then I got some notepads and my iPad here. And so far, I mean, I have everything what I need for my mobile office here. And yeah, it's been pretty a fun day. I should do this more often, at least once a week. Take it out to work. I know I drive it on the weekends, but at least to the offices, I think it's pretty fun to drive. I was a little skeptical at first because a couple of reasons why I don't drive it every day is, you know, let's face the truth here. People judge what you drive. So me being a younger guy, some of the realtors or just anyone in general will judge you right off the bat. Oh, look at this guy, you know, in this car. Like, it's just what a show off. I don't know, I'm a little, maybe you guys can comment down below and interact with me, but I'm a little worried about the image about, like, with this car. I mean, I post on Instagram and Facebook sometimes, but not everyone knows I have the car, so I'm a little skeptical, a little bit worried if, like, everyone knows that does business with me that knows I have this car. I don't know, it just, everyone has their own opinion. I mean, some people appreciate it and they tell me, oh, great job, man, and, you know, they still work with me, but others, I feel like they might be jealous, which is fine, and then, or they might hate. I don't know. I mean, eventually everyone will know, but, you know, I'm slowly doing it, and I'm not, like, boasting about it. Hey, look at my car, and doing burnouts in front of, like, offices and showing off, but I don't know, it's always one of those things. You don't want to really tell everybody. Could come off the wrong way. Like right now, I'm going to park in the back. I think one of the most difficult things driving this every day is the parking. It's a pain in the ass. So far we've driven an hour and 16 minutes, 33 miles. Our average fuel consumption is 14.5. Average speed is 27. And we've driven for about an hour and 16 minutes. Cruising, I think total day today we'll drive about 2 hours, so I'll keep you guys posted. Alright guys, got some news for you. 11,000 miles I just hit. So far I've driven the car 1,542 miles myself. And they have been magnificent. Woo! I forgot to hook up my other camera, so we're just holding it like this. So far, I'm having a pretty good day. I can't complain in this thing. I feel like I'm in a better mood when I'm driving this thing. And also, you can't have a bad day driving this thing around in the Porsche Gt3. It's incredible. I have to drive it more often. Yeah, that's for sure. I think that was one of the downsides I didn't do to the GTR. I didn't drive it as much. I only put about 5,000 miles on it, and then I sold it. This I'm at 1546. I do not plan on selling it anytime soon. You know, that could change maybe 2-3 years from now, but as far as this year, I think this year is pretty planned out and it's not going anywhere. And I'm having a good time, and there's no really complaints about the car as so far today. I mean, low-end speeds, it's a little jerky in the transmission, but you know, all these high-end exotics, I think they are. I haven't driven too many, but I've been in an Aston Martin, I've been in the Porsche, I've been in the GTR, I've been in a GT4, in a turbo, and they're all pretty, you know, the transmissions, you know, low speeds, it doesn't do well. It does well on the higher speeds and the higher gears, the higher revs. Yeah, you're supposed to be at 9,000 all the time. But yeah, I mean, I'm having a fun time. This is it's a pretty cool day. It's a good temperature. I have the AC fully blasting. The tint on here kind of sucks, so it gets pretty hot in here. And I have the AC like 100% low. And it's nice, you know, it's comfortable. I'm comfortable in here. We have the heated seats. That's not necessary today. Although I missed the Kia. The Kia has cooled seats, so that would have been nice, but I haven't been sweating today so far. And the temperature, oh my god, it's 90 degrees out. Oh, it is hot today. Wow. And at night it's like 30. It makes no sense. But yeah, having a good time. Hope you guys are having a good time enjoying the video and getting my feedback on what it's like. And if I could do this every day, I would, but my drive was pretty planned out today. I knew where I was going to go. Some days, like tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit tricky. I'm probably going to put like over 150 miles on the other car, and the lease is almost up on the Kia. That's good. Finally get that out of there. And that car is terrible. It's 25 miles per gallon, and when you drive 2,000 miles a month, I mean, yeah, you can spend the money on gas, but I'd rather spend the money on this thing and then get a smaller, cheaper car that I can put around in and a little bit more comfortable. But this does the job. I got my lunch here. I can fit a bunch of stuff in the front trunk. I got my iPad, my marketing stuff on the passenger seat. I mean, if someone had to move it or sit with me or go out to lunch in this car, I would just move the stuff in the back. There's plenty of room, so I think if you're daily driving this thing and you're by yourself, it's a good car to do it in. Shoot, if you can do it. the sport suspension off. That was a bit bumpy, so I just turned it off, and now it's a little bit more comfortable, the riding. And I mean, you feel a lot of more road and bumps in the car, like that one. But so far, it's pretty comfortable. I mean, my back doesn't hurt. I got my seat pretty much vertical. Seats are comfortable. I'm in the sport seats, not the bucket seats. I'm not too sure the correct word for it, but yeah, having a good time, getting a couple looks. There was a school that got out where I was at, and they said, I saw the kids like Gt3, and they like pretty much broke his neck looking at the car, so that's cool. And this thing's like a unicorn out here. Not a lot of GT3s. You don't see them every day, that's for sure. You see a big group of them at a car show, but one out in the wild doing gangster stuff like this. Alright, welcome back to the GT3. Driving home right now. It was a beautiful day at work. Got a lot of stuff done, a lot of emails, more emails to do when I get home. I do like thank you emails for all my clients. I send in a new order or they close an order. I do thank you cards, so I gotta go home, do that, catch up on everything, make dinner for the wifey, and park this baby in the garage. So far we're at 77.6 miles, 17.6 mile per gallon. We're gonna spend 2 hours in the car. By the time I get home, about 2 hours and a half. It's kind of cool how Porsche tracks that system. I like that. So it like tracks your whole day. You know what you've done driving all day. And the speed, 35 average, it went up from 27. Could be due to the highway or a couple launches. Overall, a fun day at work, I tell you that. Showed a couple of the car guys what was parked outside in the parking lot. So, you know what? Everyone is scared to take a ride with me. I don't think I blame them. If I was in the same situation, I would go for a ride, but I wouldn't drive it. That'd be kind of weird or kind of scared, especially if it's not my car. I drove my friend's Turbo, and it was like, I drove it pretty nice because I was a little skeptical. You know, you never know what could happen on these dangerous California highways here. That's such a smooth car. The handling on this thing kills the GTR. I'm sorry, but the GTR was too heavy, understeer. This thing, four-wheel steering, it's amazing. I made a U-turn on a street, no problem, and that was crazy. Yeah, the turning radius is great. I don't even think that has a good turning radius on the other cars that I drive. Maybe the Volt, but it's a Volt. Who cares? Red light, you know what that means. I've never been excited at a red light, but when you're first in line in the GT3, you pop it over in manual, you make sure the exhaust note is on, and it's always on when I'm driving it, and we're just gonna floor it. You gotta always check the mirrors in case, you know, someone's following. Policia, policia! Right around 3.5, 4, the exhaust kicks in. Love it. If I get 100,000 subscribers this year, we'll put on the IPE exhaust. So, subscribe please. I want that exhaust. Although it's $8,000, so that's not a good financial purchase for me, but a hell of a sounding exhaust, and especially on the track. I want to get up to the 500 horsepower. That's my goal. I think I can get that with a tune, and then maybe a couple other things, exhaust or intake. But anything to do to this car modifying wise is just so expensive. It's got the Porsche brand on there, Porsche emblem. It's gonna be arm and a leg. All right, I'll take you guys on an on-ramp. Hopefully we can get a little squirrely here. So far I've been able to break a little traction, but the car just grips it. Love it. I think PDK is the way to go also. If you're gonna daily drive this thing, you gotta have the PDK. I couldn't imagine starting and stopping so many times. On the track, you know, 3 pedals and a manual gearbox is the way to go too, but I think daily driving, you're gonna build up a nice left leg there. And we're caught up to the cars. Alright guys, we're almost home. I am extremely exhausted. I'm super tired. This thing is wearing me out. So tired. I'm like falling asleep driving because I'm stuck on the freeway. And now I'm awake. I feel great now. Alrighty, I'm awake. I was stuck on the freeway in traffic. Now I'm good. That's a little shot of horsepower right there. That will do the trick. Organic horsepower. Love it. I'll take one every day. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me in daily driving my Porsche GT3 to work today. It was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty exhausted though. The car kind of wears you out, but as far as drivability every day, I think I could do it. Just given that I drive so much, not really something I want to do, especially with the gas mileage. I drive about 2,000 miles a month, about 100 miles a day. Today we did a little bit over 100 miles, 2.5 hours of driving, and it was fun driving. You know, you get in there, and I was in a good mood pretty much all day. I didn't get frustrated or anything, so pretty easy day at work. Did some emails, office visits, and I showed a couple car guys the secret track weapon. And as you can see, got a little dirty from some bird residue or tree, but other than that, getting in and out of the car was pretty easy. It's really low, but getting in and out of this thing is not that bad. It's the seats are pretty tucked in there, but it wasn't a hassle. You just got to be a little bit careful. Don't scratch on the side. Oh, there she is. So now you guys can't get mad at me for not driving it. Yeah, it's amazing. Every time I drive this car, it's amazing. Took it on a few corners today as well. Gassed it, got a little squirrely. Traction control is always on because rear wheel drive car. This is my like second or third rear wheel drive car, but first exotic rear wheel drive. I had like a BMW. I had two BMWs actually. MR2. What else am I missing? That's it. And then everything's been all-wheel drive. Subaru. Then I had the GTR. Now I have this. So I think it's a lot more fun to drive, honestly. So be sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below what other videos I should do next, and what your opinion is on the GT3. Should I keep it? Should I sell it? I'm gonna keep it, but what are your thoughts? All right, see you guys.